Membership traders, good evening. Friday evening session, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We are on the 17th of July 2020, and we have the fifth, I believe, consecutive positive week from our benchmark Nifty 50. So I also take this opportunity to welcome all our new community members. We will be talking about the index, then we'll move on to a few sectors and then take up your doubts and questions. So what's happening with our markets? First and foremost, let's do a top-down approach looking at the monthly chart. I have the monthly chart of Nifty Spot here. I'm using the Iris Plus software, as you know. Well, it's bouncing back well from that red channel over here. Got very good supports from the Fibonacci 78.6 and down here close to that 38.2 of the longer time frame. Sorry, 61.8 of the longer time frame. Bounce back is impressive. There is no doubt about it. The chart has held exceptionally well above the 10K. That's where we saw some amount of. Last time we saw some amount of volatility. Markets was trying to hold.
Mute करना.
Forgot that. Okay, there was some background noise. Please keep your mics on the mute mode. And now after that volatility, it has managed to bounce back. It has more or less dealt with this support turning out to be prospective resistance zone more or less pretty well as of now. I have been a bit cautious for the last couple of weeks, saying I'm going to be a little careful with my long trades, not very optimistic. There was a little bit of gyrations we were talking about. If I reduce the number of days, if I come here, this was last Friday. And you can see here that we are stuck in a 5-day range. Now, what happened on Monday was the market tried to, actually opened up and slipped. This was Monday. And Tuesday, it broke down and it closed this gap. This was Tuesday. So this is where a little bit of selling came in. The momentum indicators slipped down. The previous high was close to 10,550. That's exactly where the low 10,562 is. So this played out pretty well, highs becoming lows. And then we have a high volatile day on Wednesday on both the sides. And then Thursday bouncing back with Friday, which today breaking out and hitting a new high. What this means is the market is resilient. The market is very strong. It doesn't want to give away the gains that easily. If I bring in our usual indicators, checking out the momentum divergence and all, of course, there is a clear-cut classical negative divergence on the RSI 14, which starts to, which has started to come in over the last few weeks. The RSI divergences have started to come in since early July, and it's continuing, which suggests to me that the market is showing strength. It is going further up. 11K is the but obvious level on the upside, which is my 261.8 projection of this leg on the upside. So it seems so. I think we will get some gaps also. There you go. You got a gap there as well. So ride the trend as much as we can. Your mutual fund portfolios, your long-term portfolios would have definitely improved and gone above the negative mark. Let's see how it plays out next week. Now, what we have on the weekly chart is an outside bar. We've got a higher high, week-on-week higher high, and a week-on-week lower low. So it's an outside bar. Generally, when we get an outside bar, the last time we got it was on the week ended of 12th of June. Generally, when we get such an outside bar, it tends to lead to some amount of consolidation. I don't know whether it will come or not, but close to 11K, there is a resistance for sure. The divergences are getting stronger with the RSI 14, which is a sign which says that be a little cautious, but I have been cautious. Been trading small and trading light, but the market continues to show strength. So be it, respect the move, but I'm definitely not going to go overboard. Levels to watch, 11K on the upside. And if I take you to one time frame lower, which is 75-minute time frame, we can see this beautiful support coming in close to this level. On the downside, short-term support will be at 10,700 for the Nifty spot. We will see if it, as long as it respects that, we're looking for higher upsides. So bullishness, or I would say cautiously bullish, continues. Let me quickly take a look at how did the sectors play out, because you remember that we did notice that the small and mid caps were topping the list of sectoral gainers. What about this week? I'm running a quick report designer. I'm going to run this 1 week change on the NSE indices. And there you go. We've got the gainers, of course, Nifty IT. Back to life high. There you go. The index is back to its life high. And I've been saying that we have a market where the largest stock in terms of weightage is at life high. So this is definitely by no means a bear market. Nifty IT shown exceptional strength. Most of the stocks participated, which is a good sign. Strong uptrend. Definitely not the price and time to buy if you have missed this rally. Wait for a dip. It should continue further up. If I show you the the monthly chart, please, I'm going to take off this Fibonacci retracement. It found beautiful support from 38.2. Let's remove this because now it's at life high, and you should be eyeing the red channel. So this is where I expect some resistance to come in. Nifty IT. Pharma picked up, which is a good thing. Pharma has picked up. It has made a newer higher high. On the monthly also, it looks good. Let me quickly open this. Yeah. And pharmaceuticals alongside FMCG has always participated when the markets were a little softer. The sell-off that we saw on Tuesday, the banks and financial services coming down, pharma and FMCG bounced back from their lows, stocks like Dr. Reddy and all. So that play is continuing. Energy is definitely there, and now you can see some channels coming in. I have purposely drawn these channels. These channels are based on our ZOC concept of the RSI. Now, for the energy index, this red channel is the one which is very important. So I'll be looking at the energy sector to continue further up and maybe slow down close to that 15,400 mark. We spoke about Nifty. Auto is in a beautiful rising channel. The weekly charts suggest that it's a little stretched, but nevertheless, the trend is intact. I was expecting the auto to underperform a couple of weeks back, but that never happened. Metals is fairly intact within its channel as well. On the downside, so before I go to the downside, IT, pharma, FMCG. Okay, remember this combination. IT, pharma, FMCG, when the market needs support, and this week on the Tuesday's close, we needed some support. And when the market finds itself on a risk on mode, then it will be PSU bank, private sector banks, financial services, and of course, Bank Nifty. Today's move was, I think, we should attribute it to the Bank Nifty and banking stocks. From the very beginning, I did notice a beautiful buying coming in from the Bank Nifty as well as few large caps like HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank. In a beautiful rising channel, and I think that Bank Nifty from here on can actually has the potential to outperform. It has a long way to go because it has underperformed. And so we see that Bank Nifty, private banks, PSU banks, and realty are the ones which are negative. In fact, you can add financial services to that also. So the two pockets in the market right now, financial services, real estate, banking, and on the other side, IT, pharma, and FMCG. And you'll notice they've been playing a relay race. When 1 week you'll find them, the financials, to be on the top, the farmers and FMCG will be at the bottom. And in between, there's the metals and the autos and the energies. So going forward, if the rally has to continue, please pay focus on the banking sector, especially private sector banks. I'll take few names like especially ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. Not real estate. I can see that real estate has broken down my channel. So not too keen. This is a bounce back candidate. Also, PSU Bank has broken down its own channel. So this is also a bounce back candidate. The Bank Nifty, if it has to perform, it has to come from private sector banks. So keep a close eye on Kotak, ICICI Bank, and HDFC Bank. Small and mid caps this week is right in the middle. They're not doing anything. Flat, completely underperforming. Metals and auto, some small gains. And on the top, of course, we spoke about IT, pharma, and FMCG. IT, considering the run, should slow down. Pharma, considering the consecutive, I think, 9 days or 8 days of run, should also slow down a little bit. FMCG, I think we spoke multiple times, the high of 30K, once 30K takes out, it will move further up, and that's exactly how it is playing out. These three sectors should sometime next week slow down a little bit, and I expect if the rally has to continue further, 11K and a little above that, then it will be the private sector banks and Bank Nifty. Let's see what's in store. But before I move on to your questions and doubts, I would definitely like to take a look at the stock which single-handedly have taken the index to a life high, or I would say itself to a life high, and hopefully the index will follow suit. Talking about Reliance Industries. Now, exceptionally strong uptrend. I will bring my indicators just to check for you if there is any strong, yes it is. So for Reliance, going forward, this is what it is. Strong channel. Could have drawn it a little better. These lines should have been a little higher, somewhere here, but bounced back to today pretty well from that inside bar setup, and it has potential to go further up. Is it creating divergences like the Nifty is? Because divergences mean a halt in the movement. The answer is no. With the immediate time frames or immediate highs, I do not see any divergence. So we should not question the strength and the momentum in Reliance. So I feel that this stock is all set for hitting 2K next week, sometime soon for sure. So summing it up, the strength continues. Cautiously bullish is my stance. The Nifty did come off a little bit, which I was anticipating, but it bounced back equally sharp just to prove a point that it has to cover further grounds. So we continue to stay cautiously bullish. Bank Nifty has to pick up because IT, pharma, and FMCG are slightly stretched, especially IT is definitely more than slightly stretched. So the focus will move on to the financial services and private sector banks. So do keep that in mind, and let's see what's in store for us next week. Now, financial traders, let's discuss your trades and the doubts that you may have. Please feel free to ask.